Hey again, everybody. It's time for more One Must Fall 2097. Last time we were repeatedly replaying the first tournament, the North American Open, in the hopes of obtaining the secret enhancements for my Jaguar. I got one of them, managed to take down Steel Claw after several attempts, and then I almost got the second one off of Jazz Jackrabbit, and I fucked it up and didn't do the destruction move that you need to do to get the enhancements. So we're gonna buy back into the North Am again and try to get that other enhancement. And then I swear to God, I will move on to the other tournaments. In the process of doing all that grinding, I managed to max out my arm power, armor, and arm speed, which is very helpful. So to recap, we need to get to rank 4, at least, and perform a destruction on Jack, since he's in rank 4 this time, in order to face Steel Claw. He only appears on Steel or above, and we're on Heavy Metal. And I need to have an average damage of 15, which hasn't been a problem. I've faced Steel Claw in pretty much every attempt, even if I haven't beaten him. And Jazz will show up if I defeat the opponent in rank 2 with at least a scrap. He appears on Iron and above, and I think Iron might be the lowest difficulty. As you can see, the game keeps inflating the other character's stats to compensate for mine, which probably means by the time I get at the minimum to the World Championship, everybody's bar is going to be maxed for everything. Oh, hey Max. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Yep, AI inflation.
Ready. Fight.
There are still differences in the AI behavior of different opponents. But as I've explained in previous episodes, if you try to grind, the game will drain all individuality out of the stat allocations of your opponents. Fuck. Set deciding to put up a fight this time.
Ready. Fight.
John Paul continuing to be the easiest opponent in Northam. Should really save up for this stun resistance. Something for your information, Max, that I explained in previous episodes. You'll notice that every opponent in North American Open, the first tournament, has either a Jaguar, a Shadow, or a Thorn, with the one exception being Raven in his Pyros. This was the case in the shareware version, where the North American Open was the only tournament that you could play. And those were the only 3 HARs available in the demo. However, you could obtain the Pyros in the shareware tournament, but not in story mode. In this version, the full version, every robot is available in every mode. You can even obtain the boss robot, the Nova, in this mode. Oh, here we go. I can show you some others. Here's the Shadow, the Thorn, Pyros, the Electra, and the Chronos. You'll notice that they have different maximum stat allocations for their parts. Electra has very high arm speed. The Jaguar has high leg speed and stun resistance. The reason I'm using the Jaguar, as I explained in previous episodes, is because it's the only one I know how to play. It was in the demo, it's easy to control, and in this mode, Tournament, where you can elevate your stats to insane levels, with uncapped speed, the Jaguar becomes a combo juggling nightmare, whereas it's considered middling tier in the story mode and in Versus. So lucky me, the starter bot is one of the easiest and with one of the highest skill caps. Trying to fight Crystal again.
Ready. Fight.
Crystal likes to use the Jaguar's leap attack. Damn, she comboed me. Alright, time to fight Christian again. Managed to beat him last time. First couple attempts, he kind of whipped my ass.
Fight.
There's a... With the unranked challengers in particular, there's a jump in difficulty between steel difficulty, which I played last time, and heavy metal difficulty, which I am on now. Damn. Damn. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, I can cancel out of any fight that I would lose otherwise and not lose any money. But if you do that to an unranked challenger, it just skips that fight. And not beating them, the unranked challengers are worth a lot of money if you do beat them. So it sucks that I've lost so many fights with them in this run. But I guess that's to be expected. But that's why I've been repeating this tournament so many times, is because I keep losing the unranked fights and not getting the damn enhancements. Can almost get that stun resistance.
Ready. Fight.
In all fairness, Max, the main thing about these old games is that I played a lot of them when I was a kid. Like, the main thing, I think, is the nostalgia. That being said, man, Lynn's actually kicking my ass this time. I gotta pay attention. The vibe and aesthetics are part of it, especially with this game. Um, the ethos towards gaming back then. I mean, it was. I'm no game dev. I don't have any real insights into the environment of game studios of today or of yesteryear. But I have the general sense from the way these old games were played, and not just how they played, but how they were designed, marketed, distributed. It was a different world back then. There is a soul to these old games that I only see echoes of when some individual or small team goes out of their way to echo the gameplay, design, and ethos of these old games. It's like, oh, I'm going to make a game that plays like the original Star Fox, and then you get the X Zodiac. Or, I'm going to make a game that plays like fucking Diablo 2, and then you get Grim Dawn. Or, there's some other specific examples. Hey, let's take some of the gameplay elements from like Hexen and make it into a roguelite, and then you get Ziggurat. Not to mention the uncountable numbers of people who have successfully taken the formula of the original Doom and expounded upon that, and not just in the form of GZ Doom. So the short version is, why do I play and replay these old DOS games? Because I was there, and because they felt, I don't want to say pure, but there's a spirit to them that I don't see anymore. Especially in the case of DOS, because it's like, there are more people echoing old console games than there are games specifically from this era. DOS gaming. Like, nobody's tried to make a new One Must Fall. Nobody's tried to make a new Tyrion. Actually, somebody has, and it was only kind of good, but I applaud them for trying. Damn, still can't get the stun resistance. Oh yeah, here it is. This is the robot that the final boss of story mode uses, and you can't normally use it in story mode. I think there's like a code you can input. He's got some SNK boss tendencies. But like, if you're a DOS game and your name isn't Doom, there's a good chance you were left by the wayside with the passing of time. Sometimes they come back in weird ways. Like, you can actually buy Terminal Velocity on Steam now. And of course, Night Dive brought back Strife with content restored, cut from its original development. The last Strife is an interesting case. You've probably heard Lex talk about that one a little. The last commercially released game in that era to use the original Doom engine as it was, not a source port, not or whatever. Gonna take a drink here.
Ready.
Because of its unique status as, I'm pretty sure, the DOS fighting game. Like, I don't know if there were any others. One Must Fall was probably the first fighting game I ever played. Ah, I got grabbed. Got him. I do not remember Ibrahim being that aggressive. Guess that's what I get for looping the North Am tournament. Okay, can actually get stun resistance now. Very useful. And very expensive. Alright. Okay. Almost time to fight Steel Claw again. But I guess that's not too different from some consoles. Like, everybody knows Mario and Zelda, but like, how many people remember like Xanadu? Or like, I don't know, how popular was Clash at the Demon Head? Oh, alright. Yeah. Or like, that one game that I think was supposed to be a licensed Mad Max game, but I think the license fell through, so it's just something else. Yeah. Even so, there's a couple of games that I played that have almost entirely disappeared from public memory. Storm being the most egregious example. That was the one I told Lex when we were streaming Snatcher about that one. That was the one where, to obtain imagery for the game, I had to go look at videos of the cutscenes uploaded to YouTube by the game's director, because there wasn't any other footage of them. And like, what little documentation still exists about the game is partly in French, because it was a French game. And I can't read French. Wench.
Ready. Fight.
Really gotta watch out for the Thorn users. At least in the case of the AI, in my case. Arg. I remember Shiro gave me trouble even on Steel. Those fails, sweep the leg. Okay. God damn. Fucking hiccups. I swear to God.
Ready. Fight.
He does so much damage. Yes. Yes. Oh, come on. I don't get the other enhancement from him? You kidding me? Okay. Can still get it from Jazz. Maximum leg power.
Ready. Fight.
Oh yeah, that's cool, Max. I played a few adventure games when I was younger. The only one I ever finished was Full Throttle. I wasn't particularly good at those. Alright. I just need to scrap Jack with 50% of more or more of my health remaining. Yeah. LucasArts was where it was at back then. Dark Forces holds up really well, I think.
Ready. Fight.
Oh yeah, Syndicate. Oh, what the fuck? Good bonds drop. Okay. Special guest, Jazz Bear Rabbit. Oh, bonus. All right. I'm pretty sure I can beat Jazz. I just need not to scuff the destruction this time.